Okay, about to start the finals. I lost a die roll. My opponent mulled to 6, but I have a couple 2-drops to play. This Claustrophobia. I mean, hey, it's a good card. Don't get me wrong. I'm keeping it even though I can't play it. Mulligan's down to 5. Oof. If we draw another land or so, my opponent's going to be in some deep doo-doo. Yeah, just one land will be bad. If I get stuck for a turn 2, at least I get the 2-drop to rock and roll. But for now, we're just going to rock with our consoles. Oh, red-green, like our last opponent. How very interesting. Still going to route there quick, and even if my opponent has the, whatever that 2 damage shock is. Could try to bait out Cleric of Horror. There's so much upside to this being able to attack into a 3-drop. Land! Oh, kind of a land. It's not horrible, but definitely not what I was looking for. Still, we have the 2-drop to play around with. We'll attack in, get our dude Renown. I assume my opponent doesn't have a whole lot. Remember, my opponent mulled down pretty low, so there's not a whole lot of love happening with my opponent's hand right now. We'll find our way to an island, as well as gain some life and pass the turn. Would love to draw another island, so Claustrophobia is online, but we're pretty much set with land for a while. We got a lot of plays. If my opponent continues to be a little stuck on land, we're just going to keep bashing through. This is good, actually. Be able to play in Shrouding Mist as well as... I didn't need to play that land there, actually. That was silly of me. But, can also play a 3-drop and keep in Shrouding Mist off just to keep everything alive. I'm going to keep with more power on the board and go with the Knight of the Pilgrim's Road before anything else. Do a little bit of a run over here. I'm not going to be F6ing because I want to keep in Shrouding Mist available. Two, 3, that's fine. We'll use the Shrouding Mist to kill it. Unless I draw a land. I could just disperse it and attack in a bunch more. But I'd rather play out my next 3-drop. And just use the Enshrouding Mist right now. Assuming my opponent even bothers blocking, which my opponent, I assume, will do. Block here. It's not Renown, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's fine. The idea is just to be able... Oh, my opponent's just like, okay, there's no way I can come back from this. Yeah. Mulling down to... Mulling down on the play, no less, against a deck like mine is pretty brutal. I don't think there's anything I want to sideboard, since I tend not to. Like I said, my deck is pretty solid, and with the main cards in there, my sideboard just sucks. Plus, I don't think I'm that good at sideboarding. Crone Jailer, Sacred Bottles. I just want to do any of these. I don't want any of these cards. Okay. Next game. Opponent is playing first. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're keeping for sure. Let's see if my opponent has anything fantastic to start off with. It's gonna be hard against me with this draw. Still, I haven't seen what my opponent's deck really does based on the mold. But a Leaf Gilder and a Freeze Disciple. Yeah. Ooh. Nice. Getting my point of damage. What's super cool is this guy gets to attack in for 3 next turn thanks to my little uncommon. What 3-drop comes down? There's 2 3s that happen, but that's about it. There's no Death Toucher at 3, so I'm okay there. There's a 2-3. Let's see what my opponent feels like doing here. But pretty sure this guy's going to just get Renowned here. No blocks, I presume. Correct. And we can start making this Aven happen. Wonder if this Anointer goes into every white deck. I can't imagine it goes into every white deck, but it does seem pretty good. on, you know, my kind of build with a nice curve and attacking a bunch. Do I trade off my Topin Freeblade for the 4/4? Or do I just pump my dude? I think we just pump my dude. Getting that extra point of damage. I don't really want to trade it off. Flyer will need to be dealt with. We have a Swift Reckoning to help with that. Just keeping my guy alive, or at least my opponent wants to try to get fancy and attack in or something. Keep the flyers cleared. I could choose to just attack in with this and trade off. That just seems bad. Wild Instincts. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. Good to know. Maybe do attack with everything now. Attack with these two. My opponent... No, that's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I'm just going to attack him with my Topin Freeblade. If it wants to block, I mean, yeah, it's a trade, but I need to keep getting some damage through. Interesting. Well, my opponent try to start attacking now. I wouldn't mind. My opponent wants to start going that offensive. I'm gotta be aware though, because I can very easily lose on this race. Do I want to kill Home Slice here? I do. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I can't do. Oh, it's not. It doesn't have flash yet. Whoopsies. Well, maybe that kept me from making a mistake. Maybe I should have just taken the 4. Let's see what big old boy we have here. Ooh. I'm quickly getting outclassed. But I have some plays. We'll bounce Home Slice here. Yeah, I want to use your ability. And then this allows my Topin Freeblade to get renowned, which is nice. No! Stupid. I clicked through the... Ah! Bet everyone watching is as frustrated as I am. I missed that point of damage again. Should I get this guy? My opponent should be at 12. Is what should have happened. You feel like attacking? No. You're on defense. I think I'll just hang on to both my cards. I'll probably disperse. I mean, do I offer this again? It seems so bad to me. I don't mind taking a little bit of damage. My opponent, so I might just end up being able to kill something better. Yeah, we're just gonna set up for a hit next turn. We might take a little bit of damage, but do a Swift Reckoning and a Disperse, and then plow back. We'll see. Here I will offer up the double block, see if my opponent maybe tries to get fancy here. Not too sure. Could just be wanting to trade one-on-one. That's fine too. Well, okay. Let's see what else my opponent has. Timberpack Wolf. Not interesting yet, but my opponent could have more in the deck. Freeze Disciple, very interesting. I'm going to hang on to the Disperse though. I need to get more value out of it. This is nice. Do the air thing. While surviving on the ground, hopefully. This is just player, right? Yes, trade player. Opponent can do 2 damage to me a turn. Start sinking mana, so that's why Swift Reckoning will probably take Home Slice out. So can I take 10 damage here? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey. I want to disperse the Disciple. It saves a bunch of damage. I'm going to try to start doing the race thing. My opponent can replay it, but then it can't shoot me. This could be wrong. I mean, I'm so far behind on the race, but Swift Reckoning is going to kill this dude. I'll be able to start doing some damage in the air. Opponent has a way bit for my crackback, but oh gosh, really? Ah. Yeah, I think I'm woefully behind here. Am I blocking even next turn? I think I have to take another hit and at least try to attack in the air to get the even renown. Remember, my opponent should be at 15. Okay. Let's do this correctly. Keeps the Timberback Wolf back. Probably just taking 6 though. Do I have a draw? I guess could be a trick here, but at this point I'm trading 1 for 1. I could get that Search Out enchantment creature down next turn, and that could help stabilize enough to and go get my Knightly Valor in order to stay alive. Cosmos Lieutenant's an okay draw. It's not a great draw. It's a creature. I need to be able to block this dude. Oh, Foundry? I didn't even notice that come down. I just saw it land and like dismissed it. Oh, I'm gonna die. So gonna die. Definitely can't attack with anything. No way, Jose. This game's slipping away. Nice things on game 3 I will be able to play, which is great for this deck. But remember, I only won the first game because my opponent molds so much. Here comes the Thopters. Tons of 2/2s in the air. Eat one. Chump, chump. Yeah, I'm just... Oof. This hurts. Who do I care more about? I'm not attacking anytime in the future. Oh, I'm dead. Anything? Hey, if I picked him a little bit earlier, might have gone there. Okay. Do I have anything that destroys artifacts? Still don't think that is good. Until I see that he's good, fine. I'm gonna keep it the same. Keeping it the same. Alright, I need a good hand. Good hand. 2, 3. Okay hand. A 2-drop. Some removal spells and powerful spells. And get my Claustrophobia with the Heart Beast, and if I get my island before then, it should be fine. It's not great though. But I have tons of 2s and 3s, so in general, like, my draws are nice to have a 3-land hand. Hey, how about it? How about it? See if Home Slice has a 2-drop as well, or decided to keep a land without, or keep a hand without a 2-drop, which would be so silly of Home Slice. Home Slice, you're so silly. Why were you so silly? I can't add to the board, which is a bummeroo. Alright, no removal spell and no 3-drop. Nice, nice, nice. Let's just do Celestial Flare next turn. We'll Swift Reckoning for later. We'll get the Totem Guide Heartbeats and Claustrophobia and see if this Tobin Freeblade goes the distance. Any flash creatures at 3? No, just removal spells. Which would set us back a ways, but wouldn't be the end of the world. Slamming the Heartbeat next turn because I do want to get the Claustrophobia. I don't want to waste the turn. I don't want to waste this card advantage because it's so good. I already have the Night Valor in hand. Opponent has a Guardian Automaton. That's fine. Ooh. Since I do the Freeblade, I will attack in with my Freeblade because I can do this into Tobin Freeblade and just keep the pressure on. You gonna block? You are gonna block. Opponent's gonna try to send. I mean, my opponent gained 3 life, so that's really good against me. But I'm okay with that. My goal is just to have Tobin Freeblades every which way. Now I have to be a little more conservative here. I have 1 removal spell. I'm gonna get another one for big scary creatures in green and red. Another Guardian, of course. My opponent only has a green in hand. I think we're just going to go ahead and Nightly Valor up this Tobin Freeblade. Do I take a turn off to... I mean, remember, I'm really worried about not throwing the Heart Beast down, but I want to keep the pressure going. Do I even let my opponent block? Opponent's tapped out a red mana right now. I'm going to go ahead and do the Nightly Valor. Oops, I wanted to keep up my planes. Silly me. Not a good idea. My opponent could have that card that would give +1/+1, the green combat check, but then it's a 2-for-1, and I'm actually okay with that. I think trying to get this guy in though, and get the Renown trigger on is I'd be very happy for. Could have put it on this one and just get more damage through. But I like to have a 3/3 to block. Frigga's Disciple, yeah, pretty annoying. Opponent can stabilize nicely here, but as soon as anything tries to attack in, we can kill it. And we have some flyers to start grabbing. I'm going to go ahead and get the Totem Heartbeast down. And oh, that's actually great for me if my opponent just wants to waste a card. Awesome. Opponent's going to know I have Claustrophobia, but that's fine. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Passing the turn. And I'm pretty stable myself with some nice power, and then Claustrophobia gets rid of this home slice, and we can get back to beating down. Get right back to it. Another big dude? Oh. Well, alrighty then. We need a flare. Ooh. Hello. You don't say. Oh. So we use Claustrophobia to tap down the Reacharoo. Then what do we do? I think we only attack in with 1. See if my opponent wants to start trading off. Probably just goes 1/1. I can do a Celestial... Nah. I actually wouldn't mind Celestial Flare in the bin, so the switcher gets... I don't think there's a really good way to blow out my opponent. I guess I have to attack him with a 5/5, because then my opponent either tries to put the Disciple in front or do a double block. It's a bunch of trading, but then I have a board and my opponent doesn't. Let's see what my opponent does. I'm going to attack him with a 5/5. My opponent just can't let this guy go unchecked for a while. Opponent could do the double block, but then again, we get some nice trades out of that. It's all even. I mean, I lose the... It's like a 3-for-2 against me, but I get the knight out of it. I have the board state. I'm not super, like, ouch about it. Okay. Alright. I think that That seems like the deciding turn of this game. Yeah, there it was. Yeah, without that, I don't think my opponent could have come back. And having a nice Swift Reckoning in hand really ensured the win. Well, there you have it. Hey, thanks everyone for watching. Especially those who are from watching back in the day, since it's been months. I think since Fate Reforged, since I recorded. Really appreciate it. I'm Ryan from Mana Bluff. You can find me on Twitter, __RJH___. Say hello, follow. It lets you know when I'm posting new stuff. Generally, I try to post every Friday. I'm going to try to get back into that. You can see these posts on manabluff.com or on YouTube. Comment, subscribe, like on YouTube, and I always do my best to respond. Because the whole reason why I make these videos is so that I can try to get better. So you guys can help me and tell me. Or it's just fun to dialogue. Again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!